Hello and welcome to another episode of the Gravity Cancel podcast. With me today, as always, I got Spanky. I almost said Sparky.
Sparky. You wish, man.
I got Spanky. How you doing today, bud? Actually, before you answer that,
go ahead.
I believe that you owe a certain somebody a poem.
We're gonna get to that. So, Loaf, I do have a poem prepared for you, but I want to wait for the right time. You know, poetry, it falls flat out on its face if you say the wrong poem at the wrong time. I got the right time for this one. So, I'll surprise you a little bit later with that, Rox. But how am I doing? I am doing wonderful. Do you know why I'm doing wonderful today?
Why? Tell me.
I hit 1800 ELO on 1v1 about 5 days ago. But I'm still riding that high, so high.
Just intoxicated by ELO?
Just intoxicated by ELO. Oh, and you can't see it, but you've already seen it. I finished my Arcadia fight stick. Got new buttons.
I did see a picture of it. It looks awesome.
Ooh, it's clean. It's clean. Shout out to Takana. It's Takana on Reddit. I was going to try to commission a piece, but they were like, just use it. I'm like, okay, that's cheaper for me. So it's cool. I didn't really change anything. It's the same buttons that I had before, just a different color. So it functions the same, but now it's Brawlhalla-fied.
You heard it here first. Spancakes doesn't support Brawlhalla artists.
I'm gonna give Takana something if I ever see them at a LAN, because LANs are happening here soon.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Before we get to that, do you have any rants? I couldn't think of any rants this week. I'm just like so happy with Brawlhalla right now.
Yeah, I've got a rant.
Okay, let me hear it.
Let's see. Actually, I want to... Let me... Oh, can I edit my configure video saturation to the max? Oh, that looks damn right awful. Oh my god, my FPS on my recording. Oh man, I was gonna... Oh god, now I don't know. Oh god, I've messed up.
We're not starting fresh. You got to roll with the punches now.
All right,
we're
just
ragging on how bad my camera looks. Now you're dropping frames.
What I was gonna do, I don't want to actually edit it. I was gonna put just blow out my camera so I could yell into the mic and shit. So here's the thing. Going back to last week, fuck Lance, fuck Scythe. I get to my highest elo. Do you want to know how? Not by playing the weapon that I know how to play, or the weapon like Spear that I've played for like 2 years. No, I jumped into Artemis and just started pressing buttons. Bro, Lance is so stupid, and the signatures are so busted. Ugh.
It's nothing new. Like, you're complaining about beating golds with a weapon that's known to beat golds. You know, I'm not saying there doesn't need to be a change, but like you can't just neuter it.
Oh, you know what? You know what? That brings me into another rant.
Okay.
So they finally make a legend, and I know this is in the show notes. I know I'm going off script. I apologize.
It's fine.
They finally make a legend that is fun to play, is good, but isn't busted. And what do? They nerf it.
Yeah, so that was like, it was a minor rant for me too. So if you guys haven't seen, Arcadia is going to be legal for the mid-season championship. However, they went ahead and nerfed her. 2 of her spear sigs, her neutral spear and her side spear. Basically, they gave neutral spear a slight increase on recovery time. And I say slight, it's quite a bit. It's from 20 to 26 frames. And then they decrease the force. So slower recovery, and it knocks back less. And then side spear, they just changed the force, the variable force to 47 from 50. Which, that one, like, take it or leave it. But don't touch the neutral sig. Like, it's good, but it's not great. It's not, you know, Taros levels of good. I feel like if you didn't do anything to Arcadia, in mid-season, it wouldn't have made a bit of difference. Like, no one's going to play her and win with her in her current state. But you're going to nerf her just so like you can say you did something in case she does well?
Yeah, like I can kind of see that as like, okay, here's a little bit of a nerf. Let's see how she's handled by the pros in tournament play. And then if she just doesn't perform, maybe revert the nerf.
But then why'd you do it, right? Like, why?
To prevent something like Jaeyoon all over again.
Yeah, but Jaeyoon was because of Greatsword, not because of his SIGs. Like, SIGs aren't winning games at pro level.
Yeah, that is fair.
So it's like, I just don't understand it, you know? Like, and I'm glad they didn't touch the Greatsword signatures, because then that would have just made her like a spear legend. Like, literally just a spear legend. Because Greatsword's not that great on its own. It needs those signatures to kind of carry it. It's the same reason like Jaeyoon's kind of whack. Like, his Greatsword sucks. Mako's Greatsword's pretty okay because the signatures are good. But,
that's the glue holding the Greatsword legends together, the signatures.
Yeah, and most of them aren't even that good, though. That's the thing, is like, they're not that much better than other signatures. They're no better than some signatures, like Taros. Or Artemis side sig. You know, why hasn't that been touched? But I digress. I don't agree with it. I don't disagree with it. She has a pretty high win rate, but I think that's just because she's getting played more at... She's the most fun Greatsword legend, like, so she's going to have a higher win rate than other Greatsword legends.
Yeah, and people are trying to pick up Greatsword again because now they have an incentive to.
Yeah, that's... So why ruin that? Why ruin a good thing, BMG? Why ruin a good thing?
Why ruin a good thing?
Anyways, we'll talk about the mid-season championship a bit later, but that was the, like, catalyst for this nerf. It seems like that was the only reason they did it. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. So, Rocks. Our subscribers are creeping up week by week.
We're booming.
Slowly.
Booming. Thank you, Coslex.
And thank you, Coslex. Yeah, even though you're retiring, thank you. Just glad we got you while you were still a pro.
True.
So, what? You unlocked YouTube Analytics probably right after that video dropped, right?
Yes. Oh, are you going to talk about the screenshot I sent you?
Yes. So, have you had time to like digest and really think about this?
Not really.
Okay, well, I did. I had a conversation that really prompted some thoughts, and I'm questioning some life decisions and those who really support me in my life, you know? So, United States and Canada, we got like 41% United States, 2.4% Canada. I think literally we got that 2.4% from Canada just because of Coslex. We have a 0.2% that watch with subtitles, and that's probably because I mumble sometimes. But here's the one that... The age demographic, it surprised me a little bit. I thought we would be creeping a little bit lower into the 13 to 17 range, but most of our crowd is 18 to 24 years old. Sorry to like...
Yeah, a bunch of bums.
...out everyone on here that's watching us. But here's the one that really...
Yeah, get doxed, you...
Here's the one that really
farts.
bugs me. You ready for this? 100% male, 0% female. Okay?
Where are the ladies? Where are the ladies?
Not just where are the ladies. Rocks, where are our ladies?
Wesley! Wesley!
Our
Come
own
here.
significant others don't support us enough to listen to our podcast.
Hold on, she's coming. She's coming.
I was very sad when I made that realization. And actually, I didn't make the realization myself. Mrs. Spankcakes made it for me. I'm going to
ignore the fact that you just called her Mrs. Spankcakes. You
Oh, yeah, sorry. It's not official
yet. Oh, now she's knocking shit over. You have never watched any of our content on YouTube? We just unlocked YouTube Analytics, 100% male viewers.
Don't even hit me with that.
What do you have to say about yourself?
I didn't know it was on YouTube. I thought you just said on Spotify.
Oh, okay.
Oh
The Spotify claim. I gotcha. All right. Well,
every time we...
Wait, how many videos have you done? I thought you just started doing the videos.
We have like... how many videos do we have up?
Well, we have a 1-year anniversary coming up in 2 weeks.
Hold on. I'm pulling up the channel.
We have like 48, 50 videos.
We have 50 videos, Wesley. And you've not watched any of them? Look at all this shit. Look at all these thumbnails.
I know you did I thought you just started putting your faces.
The excuses just keep coming. All right, we can dismiss Wesley.
What about Brawlhalla, okay?
It's all right. Mrs. Spank Cakes has some splaining to do as well.
All right.
Oh
So,
my god.
did you think
Fucking
that was where that
ridiculous.
was going?
No. Where's the support system? Jeez.
Sorry to, man, my cheeks hurt. Sorry to disappoint, but yeah, we're gonna have to just start emotionally supporting each other, Rox.
I don't know. You know, it's really not that hard to figure out why we have no female viewers.
Because we're bald.
I was gonna say we're two aging bald guys.
Ladies love the hair, man. Ladies love the hair.
got a little
Anywho, so news is rather sparse, but rather intriguing as well. Rox, there's like a billion tournaments coming up.
A billion community tournaments, all sorts of stuff.
Precisely a billion. And none of which are hosted by us, but
Also, none of which is Spank Cake's gonna play with me. He's gonna make an excuse, and the next thing I know, he's gonna have a video up on his YouTube channel of him playing with Cobalt in said tournaments. I've been abandoned.
Cobalt's pretty sick, man. Cobalt's pretty sick. But no, I didn't get to play in Spring Championship, which just happened last weekend, or 2 weekends ago for 2v2s, but last weekend for 1v1s. I was working, and then Mother's Day was 1v1 weekend, so I was like, nah, you know, I could hang out with the Brawlhalla homies, but I'm gonna treat my mom, you know, treat my mom to some dinner. So
Told my mom to fuck off.
fuck off, I'm playing Brawlhalla.
Nope, I took her to a nice Brazilian steakhouse, and I explained what a Brazilian steakhouse was to this woman probably 5 times before we went. And I'd been there, and I explained to her the experience. They bring big old swords with different steaks and lamb and all sorts of meat. And they're like, you want this? Medium rare?
Want
What-
this?
How much you want? And they trim it, and you grab it with these little pincers, and you're like, bless. And then you eat it.
Yeah, man.
Do you want to know what her favorite thing was at that restaurant?
You told me, so I won't spoil it, but go ahead.
I forgot I did tell you. The fucking cantaloupe at the salad bar.
And your mom's, she's not vegetarian or anything like that, right? Like,
No!
She eats meat.
Yes, she eats everything. I mean, she thinks nacho cheese Doritos are spicy, but
Oh,
you know.
bummer. Yeah, so Spring Champion, I mean, that completely derailed me. Spring Championship just happened last weekend. Did you get to watch any of it?
nah, I had a super busy weekend. Like I said, my parents came down and stayed with us for a week, so
So it's
if
like,
I wasn't gaming,
yeah. Nothing
hanging with the
super
parents.
surprising on it. Luna took first place. Jetbean, I'm not familiar with Jetbean, took second place. And this is just for NA. Meg D in third and Stingray in fourth. Couple scythes, couple swords. Couple, let's see, an EU. EU Godly with the Petra. Petra getting the first place. Let's go. And then you got
I
Swanda.
like how you say nothing surprising, and other than Luna, I don't think I've heard of any of these. I've heard of Meg D, but you're just throwing out these random names, and I'm
You've
like,
heard Stingray?
oh yeah, Stingray, of course.
Yeah.
I was like, where?
Jetbean, I don't know who the fuck Jetbean
Boomy, is Boomy okay? Is
Boomy,
Koslix okay?
Boomy tied for
Where's
seventh.
Wrench?
Koslix tied for fifth. I'm only going over the top 4 because they're the only ones with pictures, you know? But yeah, bunch of swords, some axe, some gauntlets, some hammer, some scythe. Yeah, nothing much to write home about. I'm sure it was great to watch. But it did determine the power rankings for the mid-season invitational. And Rox, I'm going to be hopping back and forth between these tournaments. Like, This is tournament inception. We're talking about one, we're going to the next, we're going to the next, we're going back to the first, we're going back to the second, back to the first, and to the third. Mid-season championships, right? You hype about that one?
Oh yeah.
Why are you hype about that one?
Free loot.
Free loot. Me too. Did you see the burrito emote?
No.
There's a burrito team emote. I can't remember which track it's on, but...
Excuse me? Where can I see this?
It was on the Reddit at one point. It was on the Monday or Tuesday dev stream. I think it was the Monday one.
Was that the one where they showed off more of the Street Fighter crossover? Or...
No, that was yesterday's. Monday.
Yeah.
It must have been Monday's dev stream. Why else might you be hype about the mid-season invitational?
LAN.
It's LAN. It's first
LAN, baby.
LAN since 2019, except it's not. What's happening a week and a half before, maybe 2 weeks. 2 weeks before the mid-season invitational. You don't know.
Our 1 year anniversary 12-hour stream.
What's happening a week after that? Combo Breaker 2022.
Combo Breaker 2022.
And they have our viewers are gonna be like, where's this going? They have Brawlhalla, and I just discovered this the other day. There is a Brawlhalla tournament at Combo Breaker, which is in Chicago, Memorial Day weekend. So you'll get to see some Brawlhalla LAN. It's gonna be some bums playing Brawlhalla in Chicago, but you'll get to see some Brawlhalla LAN if you watch the Combo Breaker stream.
Cody Travis, keep those fingers to yourself, boy.
Is he from that area?
No, it was just at a LAN where he flipped off.
Oh,
it was Ethan,
yeah.
I think.
Yeah, it was Ethan. Okay, now that I've literally talked about almost every tournament briefly, let's go back. So, community tournament. Oh, we didn't talk about that one. Community tournament. We'll save that one for last, since we've already talked about these other ones. Combo Breaker. You ready, Rox?
Yes.
Man, you can't even keep up with this. So, do you know anything about Combo Breaker?
No, I don't know anything.
So it's a LAN held in Chicago. I think it's actually.
But it's obviously not just Brawlhalla. It's
no, it's a
all
fighting
kinds of
game
fighting
LAN.
games. Right?
I don't know that they had one last year. They may have, but it was very small. But they have 18 different events. Okay.
Oh my god.
You got Guilty Gear Strive. You got let's see, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, Street Fighter, Tekken. They play some older games, some newer games. Guilty Gear Strive, they just dropped the registration, or they just closed registration and dropped the numbers. Guilty Gear Strive closed with 1,061 registrants. Okay.
Oh my.
And that was the highest. And there's 1, 2. I'm not gonna count them out, but like I said, there's probably 18. So 1,061 for Strive and 16 for the lowest. Do you want to take a guess what the lowest is?
Oh no. it's not Brawlhalla, right?
It's fucking Brawlhalla, dude.
16 people?
Brawlhalla got 16 people to enter at Combo Breaker.
Is it? That must be planned. That's got to be almost like an invitational thing, right?
No, I feel like it's the other way. I feel like they're like, shit, we got 15. We got to find a 16th to make this bracket happen.
Photo's playing?
Photo's like, I'll play.
Let's get Photo on here next.
You know, I tend to agree with that. If Photo would be down, if you're listening to other Photo, that would be awesome. You're probably not.
I have no idea what I would talk to Photo about.
I truly don't either. It would probably be like meeting him in person. I don't know what I'm going to talk to you about.
The weirdest thing, and take no offense to this, literally anyone that we've had as a guest, other than Baron, he might be the nicest guy that we could possibly have on the podcast. But he's also the one that intimidates me the most, and I have no idea why.
Yeah, I kind of get that feeling too, and I don't really know why.
It's like you don't want to disappoint him.
Yeah, I'm afraid of disappointing him because he'll be on stream on a dev stream, and he'll just randomly think back to that embarrassing moment on that podcast, and he'll look at the camera, and I'll know he's looking directly at me. That's what it is, you know? So Combo Breaker, it's a really cool tournament, but I'm really upset about those numbers. And here's why. Because I was going to go to Combo Breaker this year.
Really?
Yeah, and it just didn't work out with my schedule. But you ready for this? Tournaments with 64 competitors or fewer will pay out to the top 3. 50% to third place, 30% to second place, and third place gets 20%. And
it's a fat little paycheck.
Yeah, I mean, it won't be big with 16 people paying in. But I think there's also like...
Oh, it's based on...
entrance.
Oh, I gotcha.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
I think there's also a... and I'm trying to find where I read it. I think there's a trophy associated with it. So I was like, dude, I had a really good chance of getting a Brawlhalla trophy.
Oh gosh.
A Combo Breaker Brawlhalla trophy. How sick would that be?
You're gonna be thinking about this years from now.
I know. I'm like,
how you could have
I missed my chance. Next year they're gonna have 32 people, and I won't stand a chance. So, community tournament weekend. Did you hear about that one?
I saw some stuff about it. I don't. Explain to me like I have no idea what it is.
So,
even though I totally know.
What made me disappointed in Brawlhalla and the Combo Breaker is the exact opposite of what made me so proud of Brawlhalla with this community tournament. Okay, 3 tournaments in one weekend. I think it's just one weekend. 1v1 and 2v2 brackets in all 3. Moose Wars is doing NA. Brawlig is doing EU, and I'm going to butcher this, but Estasao is doing South America. I've heard of Moose Wars, obviously, because they stole our tournament weekend for Halloween and our name. And I've heard of
Halloween
Brawlig.
Havoc.
Brawlig's actually really sick, and I'd really like to talk to someone from Brawlig sometime on the podcast, because like they have a really cool... they offer coaching, like they have a whole spreadsheet that you can go look at, and they have different coaches with mentors and stuff. And SSL is the one I haven't heard of, but each region has a $10,000 total prize pool split between the 1v1 and 2v2, so 5K for each. 5K 1v1, 5K for 2v2. And this is, dude, these are like community tournaments. It's not BMG putting up this money. I'm sure BMG probably threw a little bit of money at it, but still, like, the community's putting these on. And you don't get awesome. Fat prize pools like that from the community. And that's like, those kind of numbers are what the, like, developers throwing at the game for tournaments.
That's what fucking Microsoft and 343 throws at a Halo tournament these days.
And we got homies in EU and South America just throwing up 10 Gs like it's nothing.
That is awesome.
What's cool about it for us, because we stand no chance in any of these tournaments, is throughout the streams, they will be giving away their respective avatars. And I don't know currently like how you get those. So you have an opportunity to get the Brawlig one, which is this really cool red and blue like diamond.
Oh, yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah. And then the Moose Wars one is that hype, Fiverr funded Moose avatar.
Listen, that could be us one day.
It's cool. It's really cool, but it looks like it was bought off of Fiverr.
Man, you are still salty about the Halloween Havoc thing.
Well, I mean, yeah, but then South America just comes in with their Internet Explorer of the future looking avatar.
Is it on the homepage of Brawlhalla?
Yeah,
I think it is.
Yeah. But anyways, if you want to get on the tournament, the brackets are open, I believe. And if not, tune into the streams and you can get some of the avatars, which would be sick. Okay, so we talked about Combo Breaker. We talked a little bit about mid-season. So the power rankings were finalized. Our boy Koslix did make it.
Hell yeah.
Luna made it. Cody Travis, Meg D, the usual suspects. Over in EU, you got Swada, Acno, Godly, Machete. Didn't Machete play in our tournament?
No. He would have won.
Who was it that played in our tournament? They were from EU. They weren't super big, I guess.
Oh, you're about to make me pull up the cursed website. Nope, I'm already pulling up the cursed website.
Don't worry about it. Go ahead, worry about it. Okay, but here's what's exciting for most people. I don't really care. Sandstorm did say he will be entering and playing in mid-season.
I did see that. I saw that tweet.
So, all you Fenrir Mordexes out there, you little fanboys, you'll get to see your hero play once more.
You little fucking fanboys.
No, I'm excited. I'm excited to see Sandstorm come back, and if he does well, he's gonna be like, oh yeah, Brawlhalla's the best thing ever. If he doesn't do well, he's gonna be like, fuck this game, it hasn't changed. Of course it hasn't changed. It's been 6 months, and they run a continuous championship series that doesn't allow them any time to patch. But that's a different rant.
Are you trying to start beef with Sandstorm?
I'm tired from that whole thing was trying to start beef with Sandstorm, BMG. I'm just here to start beef rocks.
Did you pregame this podcast?
No, I didn't. I came straight from work and I'm fucking irritated.
That was me yesterday. Was it Sexus?
We planned on recording Monday, and then we were both like, nah, maybe more news comes out tomorrow. And then yesterday you were like, fuck.
No, hold on, hold on. I'm gonna read some DMs out loud here.
Okay.
And I just want everyone to kind of follow along, place yourself in Spank Cakes' shoes, and just tell me what you'd get out of this. So,
I'm waiting. I
say, I just hit you up with. So you were ready at 10 p.m. Eastern.
I said I'll be home at 10 Eastern, I think.
Yeah. You also. So anyway, a few hours later at 7 p.m., I say, yo, would tomorrow night be better for you? And you said, I can make either work probably. I'm working tomorrow though, too, so it'd be like 10:30 or so. And I said, I was going to say I'm in a foul mood today, but I'd go...
You did say you were in a foul mood today.
Yeah, I said I was going to say I'm in a foul mood today, but I'd go lift... the typos like crazy. I'm going to go lift and maybe have a voodoo and I should be good. And then he says, like a true G, like a nice individual, up to you, man. If you're not into it, I'd rather push and have a better podcast. And then I said, nah, I got this, because I'm a man. And then I posted a funny, and then 10:30 rolls around. I'm like, where are you at? I cleaned my room, cleaned it up, made the bed that nobody sleeps in. Don't know how that gets messy all the time. Messed for 20 minutes with my lights, and I'm just sitting here. And then he hits me with, I was under the impression that we're going to roll with tomorrow. What does I got this mean to you, bro?
Here's the thing. I didn't see the I got this till 7:30. But I was like, you know what? I'll let it slide, you know? Like, tomorrow's good. Tomorrow's good. Where were we at there, Rox? Oh, here's where we're at. Well, we're recording right now, and we're getting ready to talk about the big news that happened on Monday that they showed a little bit more on Tuesday. But first, as you had alluded to earlier, I do have a poem.
Oh. Aha, that's how we get the views. We save the poem for the midway point.
Yeah, because now you've already invested. You're like, when's this poem coming? You're like, I heard.
Is this a Street Fighter themed poem?
It is. You ready?
Yep, hit me with it.
Ryu and Ken, rivals and friends, from Street Fighter 1 until the very end. When I saw the first trailer, I nearly cried. We had Ryu without Ken. I was petrified. You see what I did there? I'm not done yet, though. But worry no more, fellow world warriors. BMG answered our prayers and delivered more. On May 25th, we will have both Ryu and Ken. Thank fuck it wasn't another round of Ben 10.
The best part is that I'm picturing this grown-ass man in the break room on his lunch with a notepad writing this fucking poem.
Someone walks in, they're like, what are you doing? Nothing. I'm working.
Nothing.
I'm not done yet. I have one more stanza. In part 1, BMG came for my wallet and took all my money. Now with part 2, I'll have to file for bankruptcy. We must save Brawlhalla. Yeah, it did. Money, bankruptcy. That rhymes enough. This is my poem, okay? We must save Brawlhalla from the dangerous Shadaloo. Get ready for Street Fighter Part 2, Electric Boogaloo. All right, there you go, Loaf.
It was beautiful.
Man, whew, that was that. You wouldn't believe how long that took me.
The Ben 10 part really got me. Holy shit.
Oh shit. Okay, Street Fighter Part 2 rocks. Wow. If my poem wasn't great, this crossover will be. Dude, it was. Did you see the trailer?
Yes, the music in it was so good.
It was like something about those trailers. Like the G.I. Joe one was good, the Walking Dead one was good, but something about the Street Fighter one, man. Like
it's just so good.
It gets super hype, super fast. Hit us with what we're getting.
Well, the only important one is Dalsum. Let's talk about that right now. So Dalsum, my boy. So whenever I played as a kid, the little bit that I did play, I played as the guy that was real stretchy because I had to keep my older sister and my dad away from me because they wouldn't stop beating me up, so I could get them from a distance.
Street Fighter and life.
Both. Fucking both. But I am so excited for Dalsum.
Dude, the Dalsum is so fire, man. It's Yoga Flame, Yoga Fire. Oh, man, it's so good. It's so good. And, like, I didn't even consider that as a crossover for Dalsum. Like, it makes perfect sense now.
Yeah.
But I would have never been like, oh, yeah, Dalsum Rayman. Like... Never.
Like if you would have asked me to make a Rayman crossover like a week before the Street Fighter Part 2 dropped, me knowing the fact that we have access to Street Fighter characters, I would have been like, I guess we got like Mr. Fantastic and Miss Incredible, Monkey D. Luffy from One Piece. I never would have even thought Dalsum.
No, like
never.
I couldn't believe it when I saw it. It was the most shocking part of the whole... Well, it was the most shocking part, but not like the... not the part that really, like, surprised me with how they did it, right? Like, it wasn't surprising once I saw it. You know? Like, when I saw it, I'm like, oh yeah, duh. The one that really, like, I'm like, how did you guys... Why'd you give this guy blasters? Luke as Cross.
That one is kind of weird.
I'm like, you gave this MMA fighter some gats, and you're like, yeah, Street Fighter, he has guns.
He's lost his last fight. He's bringing guns to the party. Hold on. I have a small bone to pick.
Go ahead.
So, people that are bitching and moaning that Ken is, yet again, also Petra, clearly have never once played Street Fighter in their life. Ken and Ryu, literally the same character. They're just reskins of each other. They're literally clones.
I think the bone to pick is that they didn't just lump it in with Ryu as like a Lara Croft style skin.
Yeah.
But...
Okay, yeah, that kind of makes sense.
I'm playing some 4D mental gymnastic chess here. You ready for this?
Yes, I'm ready.
This is the most on par thing for Capcom. You know why? Because it's like... They come out with Street Fighter 2. Then they're like Street Fighter 2 Turbo. Then they're like Street Fighter 2 something else.
Oh, Electric Boogaloo.
Yeah, we'll do Street Fighter Alpha, or 3 Alpha, Street Fighter Third Strike, Street Fighter 4 Champion Edition, Street Fighter 4 Ultra Edition, Street Fighter 4 Arcade Edition. So you know what? Crossover Part 3, we're going to get Dan Ibiki as a crossover for Petra. And you're going to buy it, and you're going to like it.
What do you think of the Sakura one?
Oh, dude, that's the one that, like, that's another one that really caught me off guard. I'm like, it's cool that it's Lin Fei. How does she have a cannon? You know? And, you know, they're taking some liberties here. Like, you can't blame them, but it worked. It worked out really well. And then M. Bison as Thor, that one's so fucking cool, too. That one is incredible.
I hard agree. I got distracted for a second because I don't understand how we haven't gotten Blanca yet.
Blanca as Onyx?
Onyx, Taros, Ulgrim, literally any of them.
Dude, I can't remember who said it on the Reddit, but they were like, Blanca is Onyx, and I'm like, that makes so much sense. Because Blanca's, or Onyx is the one where she turns to stone.
Mm-hmm.
That's the perfect one for the electrocution one.
Yep.
And you could kind of incorporate the, like, where Blanca rolls into the ball into, like, either, well, both of the gauntlet side sigs.
I'm gonna ask a weird question here.
Go for it.
Do you think Cammy's just too sexy with her outfit to put in Brawlhalla? Is that why we haven't had Cammy yet?
No. I think if any of the crossovers are gonna get a part 3, it's gonna be Street Fighter.
Oh yeah.
And I don't know when it's gonna happen, but it's going to happen. And here's why. So they just finished DLC for Street Fighter V. Luke was the final character for Street Fighter V DLC, and he was also a newcomer. Like, this is his first game. And when they released him, they basically said he's going to be the face of Street Fighter 6, and they just released the Street Fighter 6 trailer like a month and a half, 2 months ago, and it was Luke and Ryu. You've got Street Fighter 6 probably coming out next year. So, like, Evo time, August, is the perfect time to announce another Street Fighter crossover for Capcom. And then they're going to roll straight into Street Fighter 6. And all these kids that are playing Brawlhalla are going to be like, oh, Street Fighter. Oh, Luke. Oh, Cammy. And they're going to be like, I'll check this out. Like, it's the most genius marketing strategy for Street Fighter that they could take. Because they're throwing Ryu and Chun-Li into everything. As we talked about on the first Street Fighter crossover, they've been in Fortnite. They've been in Power Rangers Battle for the Grid. They've been in Magic the Gathering. Now they're in Brawlhalla, the biggest fighting game there is currently.
So this is on topic, I swear. So what? Well, I'm trying to think of a good way to phrase it. Well, let me just say this. One of the most interesting and weirdest, promotion crossover type things, kind of like, putting Chun-Li and Ryu in, like, other games for promotion purposes. One of the weirdest ones I've ever seen was in Call of Duty Warzone. They added King Kong and Godzilla.
Yeah.
So, do you remember when that movie came out?
It was probably 2020, 2021.
Yeah. And you know what the most bizarre thing is? Do you know when the Call of Duty Warzone King Kong and Godzilla is now rampaging throughout the entire Warzone map? Do you know when that came out?
Probably like December last year.
Fucking today.
Today?
Why are they still promoting this movie? Did the DVD just drop? Like, the Blu-ray just come out?
Bro, no,
Extended
like,
edition?
today, movies today, like, you go see it in the theater in 3 weeks, like, you can see it on digital or DVD or Blu-ray.
What the heck, dude?
That's so
I was
weird.
so caught off guard by that. I just got a text from Nick earlier in one of our group chats. He's like, he just says King Kong and Godzilla in Warzone.
Dude,
he did not elaborate. I had to look it up myself, and I was like, what the fuck is this?
This is like a topic for another podcast or maybe just like a one-off non-Brawlhalla podcast. But like, I'm an old school Call of Duty player, and I haven't like played the new ones, and it just kind of like disappoints me, It like Call of Duty's always been slightly like a disappointing money grab, but just what they're doing now is just like they had the Attack on Titan operator. They have Snoop Dogg. It's like, what are you doing, guys?
Attack on Titan operator, was that a thing?
Yeah, I think so. I was getting advertisements for it for whatever god awful reason because I don't play anime. I don't play anime, guys. I don't play Call of Duty anymore, and I don't watch anime.
Oh my god!
It happened, right?
It's real.
Yeah. Now Snoop Dogg, I'll fuck with some Snoop Dogg, some D-O-double-G. Let's go. Back to Brawlhalla and Street Fighter. So, did you see the new map we're getting?
I'm actually looking at it right now.
The bustling side street?
Yes.
Are you watching the video or just a still image of it?
I'm watching the video right now.
Okay. It's fucking cool, dude. It's basically Street Brawl, but the walls go away, and now you can knock them off the map.
I can't get over how good the music is.
But
yes, the map is awesome.
You're gonna hate me for this. I didn't listen to the music while I saw it. I'm sure that...
But you've listened to it, right?
Yeah. I'm sure it's probably just like a remix of the Bustling Side Street song from Street Fighter V. Because that's one of the maps on Street Fighter V.
I'm going to break my own neck. You need to rewatch it with the music. That's the best part.
I'll watch it again with the music. The thing that I'm most excited for, even though we're getting all these sick crossover skins, and I'm going to spend another $50 on this, the return of Street Brawl as Brawl of the Week. Whoo! I don't have to creep on custom rooms just to find a Street Brawl match. I'm so excited.
Hey kids, you want to play Street Brawl?
You guys want to play Street Brawl? And then you come across one, and it's like you're playing in Oceania servers, and you're like, I can't do anything. Or they're playing NA, and then they have it set to like 300% damage, and you like two-piece them. I'm like, ugh. Street Brawl, Brawl of the Week, let's go. Come whoop my ass again, Wubsy. Anyways.
Did we miss any of the crossovers? No, we talked about all the crossovers.
No, to some degree we talked to most of them. Yeah. So you're obviously you're most excited for Dhalsim, right?
Oh, for sure. I mean, now that I've discovered Rayman, the true reason that I never played Rayman isn't because I've never played a Rayman.
It's a lack of
I'd look like a poser. It's a lack of being a waifu. You know what I'm saying?
Dhalsim's a waifu.
You know what I'm saying? No, so it's kind of disappointing, but also the nostalgia. I gotta play Stretchy Boy,
dude.
So
you couldn't have asked for a cooler Street Fighter character for Rayman. Like nothing else would have worked.
I mean, you're right.
Nothing else, and like, arguably, he's the coolest crossover for Street Fighter. I will say that right now.
It makes the most sense. Well, I don't know. Petra, Ryu, and Ken also.
But it's so obvious. It's so obvious.
Yeah.
And that's the thing is like, Dhalsim wasn't apparently obvious to anyone. I'm sure someone out there was like, oh, fucking Rayman Dhalsim. Duh. Fucking where's that BMG? Surprisingly, that wasn't us. But of all of the Street Fighter characters, and I would say of all the crossovers, it's probably going to be the most well-done one outside of maybe Xavier Woods. Xavier Woods is underrated as fuck.
The first Street Fighter crossover has to be the most purchased crossover. And maybe Steven Universe.
Steven Universe probably gives it a run for its money. But is that because it's been around so long, or because people like Steven Universe? I don't know. We need to do, you know what? Maybe not next podcast. We need to do a tier list for the crossovers. I don't think we've done that. Someone correct me in the comments if I'm wrong.
I don't think we've done it.
We'll look back. We'll do something with crossovers for the release of Street Fighter Part 2. Okay, Rox. Let's talk about... Did you have any time to think about this topic, or are you just winging it?
No, it came straight to me as soon as I read it.
So, I'll give you some background on how this came about. So, the topic of the podcast is basically like, what are our mains' personal lives like? And sorry, Baron, at least for me, this probably isn't going to be too lore heavy, and it's probably going to like violate all of your lore politics. But
I'm just curious on who you're going to pick, because like as of like 6 months ago, you stopped having a main, and you're just like, I feel like playing. No. Today.
I would say my main is Arcadia, obviously. Okay. But I would say, like, my other mains would be, like, not my mains, because, like, and that there's a rant in and of itself. You can only have one main. You know, you can only have one main. Everything else is just fluff. Dusk Reno is the two others that I went with. As far as like thinking about this, but like I do have some ideas for like Isaiah because I play Isaiah quite a bit. But I was like, what are my mains' personal lives like? What do they do for work? What do they do for fun? What kind of foods do they like? And Rox, I had included like several points, but like those were just like idea starters. Mm-hmm. You don't need to have one for every one of them. Like it was just like, I'm like, oh yeah, this is something I want to talk about for my main. So tell me about your main. Your first main. One of your mains.
So the one that immediately came to mind was Petra. Not just any Petra. Specifically source code Petra. Because that's Petra to me.
Oh, she's a fucking hacker, dude.
Oh my god, you're basic. No, bro. She's obviously a DJ / podcaster, bro.
Because she's on our image.
Exactly. Hobbies, DJing, partying. She's also like some sort of like gang leader that runs like a nightclub kind of thing. Like, you know, whenever you go through, like you go through the whole nightclub and then like you go down this big hallway and then there's like the bead doors you open up. Yeah. You go through and she's just like laying back on the couch surrounded in other female legends. And she's just like the kingpin. And then she breaks her kneecaps because you didn't pay for your gin and tonic or some shit. Favorite foods? Living animals. I didn't have a good one.
Living animals?
She doesn't even cook shit. She's like, there's a cat. All right, I'm eating a cat. Favorite music genre? Listen. Whatever genre mixes screamo with like glitch pop. Dubstep, like look up the song Blackout by Solence, specifically that song, that genre.
I'm obviously not going to listen to it right now, but Blackout by Solence.
Yep, that's all right. It.
Whatever genre that is.
Whatever genre that is.
SOLENCE.
Yes.
Cool. Oh, yeah, I got it. Listening to that on my way to work tomorrow, I'm going to rage out.
He's gonna forget.
You know what's funny about like approximately half the stuff you said is I had similar ideas for different legends.
Really?
So I'll start with Dusk, okay? He's a fucking creepy club owner, okay? He's just the club owner that's like, he lets his buddies in for free. He's pouring shots for his friends. And like just random hot chicks, and he's creeping on all the girls. Like
I'm picturing this as the skin for Dusk, the Valentine's Day skin.
The one with the Elton John glasses, and
yeah,
yes, that's exactly what prompted this.
The one that looks like fucking oh god,
Night at the Roxbury meets Elton John.
I was gonna say Elton John meets oh god, other people.
Other people.
I was gonna say other people our age would crucify me for not knowing this off the top of my head, but Austin Powers. He's got some awesome powers.
Yeah, a little bit. So his hobby is definitely creeping. Like he sees an attractive chick at his club, you know, because he's the club owner, and he just like approaches her, you know, gets some basic information, and then next thing you know, he's on the internet finding her social media. Next thing you know, he's following her. Creeping, just steady creeping. And that's a hobby, and he's proud of it. He's proud it's a hobby.
I love that you jumped straight from finding them on social media, the thing that literally all of us do, just to straight up, and then following. Walking down the street,
following on social media, not stalking.
Oh, I thought you meant like actually stalking. No. And I was like, man, that is a jump.
Following and stalking are like two different levels of creeping, man. Dusk ain't quite there yet. He's classy creeping.
Oh yeah, I got you. I feel you.
Favorite food? Fucking double cheeseburger, a Royale with cheese, man. Straight up Royale with cheese.
Was that a motherfucking Pulp Fiction reference?
That's a Pulp Fiction reference. Actually, I guess his favorite food in that case would be a quarter pounder, but that's effectively a double cheeseburger. And then music genre, he's bumping to like frat boy EDM. Just straight frat boy EDM. That's it. Just bump into it. And in his 1980s Cadillac, just bump into EDM. And not real good EDM, like party rock anthem. So there's my dusk take.
All right, I'll hit you with my Azoth take. Occupation, unemployment. Doesn't work. No occupation. He's tired of being a lich. It's literally in the lore. He's
unemployed and collecting benefits, or just like the benefits have ran out and he's unemployed?
So here's what he does. So I don't know if you know this lore-wise. He's a lich, and he's one of the few legends that like leave Brawlhalla momentarily. Like his followers will like randomly summon him to take over the world again.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, here we go.
This again.
But so it's his followers that he kills. He sometimes kills his followers and claims their unemployment benefit. Because, of course, they're also unemployed. It makes sense.
He's stealing their social security numbers?
Yes.
This is such... I love that you actually know the lore and incorporated that.
He gets summoned and he's like, I am here to take over the world, but first, I'm going to need those socials.
He's collecting their EBT.
Hobbies, gas station hopping instead of bar hopping. He's just like, I've never been to a Wawa before. Ooh, a racetrack. Ooh, a BP.
Circle K has 2 for $1 honey buns on Mondays.
Oh shit! Ooh, they got an exclusive Monster energy drink flavor. And then favorite foods. That was a tough one.
Honey buns.
I'm going to say he doesn't have a favorite food because he's probably not eaten in about 8,000 years. So he just...
Well, if he's on unemployment, it's like ramen, right? Like, you just got you got noodles like hanging on his rib cage.
Not Flamin' Hot Cheetos.
Flamin' Hot Cheetos.
He just eat hot chip.
His favorite food is whatever the sale is at Circle K.
And favorite music genre, this is the easiest one out of all of them. He just listens to gospel music.
Why? Why is that the easiest one?
That was the joke.
Okay, fair enough.
I just feel like Azoth in his retirement has become the exact opposite of what you would expect. Also, he spends most of his time trying to keep Petra from eating his cat Dander.
Dander?
Alive. That's the name of his cat. Will you just read the lore?
Is that really his cat's name?
Yes, he has a cat named Dander.
The lore is so much more interesting than I give it credit for.
It would not take you 15 minutes to sit down and read all the lore of all
That's
the
fair.
legends.
Who's your third
paragraphs
legend? Or do you have a third?
The third one I was going to come up with on the fly.
Oh, okay.
So how many have you done so far? You did Dusk?
I just did Dusk. I got Arcadia and Reno. I just wanted to space it out if... I guess I can't space it out because you've already covered 2.
Hit me with 2 back-to-back while I quickly brainstorm the other 2.
Arcadia.
Or the other one.
Arcadia. We'll go with Arcadia. She's a florist, obviously. Like, she's just like the queen of the Feywild. Hobbies, she collects crystals. Because that's some real hippie zoomer shit. For whatever reason, Arcadia really strikes me as a zoomer.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what it is.
Maybe not Kaya, the literal 15-year-old.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know what it is.
It's the probably thousands of year old fairy queen.
Probably. Basically, what I was going... Here's a little bit of lore for you. I was going for everything opposite of what Dusk is, because Arcadia is everything Dusk is not.
Look at you reading the lore.
Favorite foods? Anything vegan. She loves vegan food. She loves tofu. She loves vegetables. And music genre? Just straight hippie stuff. ABBA, some 60s psychedelic rock. Whatever the kids who think they're cooler than everyone else is listen to. Yeah, not much to say about Arcadia. She's not as interesting as she is to play.
She's a hippie.
She's a
fairy,
Did you get one yet, or you hit you with Reno?
Hit me with Reno.
Reno, I took some not quite liberties with. I'm just like, Reno's a fucking badass dude. So here's what Reno does for a living. He's an exterminator. I don't know why I went with exterminator.
The irony is, I see what you're going with there.
But he's not just exterminating bugs. He's also hunting like skunks because skunks eat bees. He's like tranquilizing bears. Like, he's going after everything that kills bees. He probably is a hitman and probably kills humans. He's a human exterminator too.
Oh God. All right.
But here was what was really the inspiration for that. I really just want Reno in an Orkin Man suit as a skin. I want like Beekeeper Reno, but just like white suit and just the little red diagonal Orkin sign on the chest.
I love it.
Hobbies? Dude, obviously he makes artisan honey and sells it at farmers markets. Like, he just goes to farmers markets with his little jars of honey that say Reno's Raslin Raspberry Honey. I just made that part up. And his favorite food is fucking pollen, dude. Obviously, like, he just eats pollen.
He just... pollen.
He doesn't eat. He just snorts pollen like cocaine.
Well, he's a weird bug man. He's, depending on the skin, his mouth is his nose.
Yeah. And favorite music genre? Classical. He just listens to Flight of the Bumblebees on repeat by who's that guy? Karofsky? Nikolai Karofsky?
You put so much effort into Reno, and I love it. So I'm gonna hit you with the exact opposite of that with Rayman.
Oh no! Here you go. Okay. Do you know any Rayman lore?
Not a damn
okay.
thing. Occupation, Rayman. That's his job. He's Rayman, right?
That's
Hobbies.
thematically appropriate.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Hobbies. Cocaine. Favorite foods.
Cocaine.
I see. You understand where I'm going with
I
this.
do.
Favorite music genre? Could you just take a guess? He's got a favorite artist, actually. I have the favorite artist on top of my head.
Is it yacht rock?
Oh, no. Come on. Try a little harder than that.
It's got to be some form of like rock and roll.
He loves Lana Del Rey.
I can picture him. I can picture him just listening to Summertime Sadness while sniffing some cocaine. And what was? Oh yeah, he's Rayman. That's what he does for a living. He's just Rayman.
Yeah, he's just Rayman. Sometimes he's Ray Nemesis or Raymesis.
That's when he gets like. Is that when he gets too high, or when he runs out of cocaine?
That's when he runs out of cocaine.
And he's just like fiending for it. He's that. Have you seen Boondock Saints?
Oh yeah, of course.
He's that guy with the blood red glasses in the bathroom.
Yes.
That's who he turns into when he runs out. Such a good film. For any of you guys that are like too young to remember Boondock Saints or so old that you haven't seen it in 10 years, go watch it. It's phenomenal.
It's so worth. The best scene is the scene with the cat.
Oh, yeah. Just wait till you see a cat in the film and you know you're in for a good time. Did you see the second one?
Yeah.
Not nearly as good, unfortunately.
They never are.
One really good scene, though, was the hockey scene. Do you remember that? It was
In
like
the second one?
Yeah. It was like they were dreaming about Roscoe.
No.
I think it was. I may be twisting it, but I think I remember it. Anyway,
It has been a long time since
Yeah.
I watched it.
For all you that are like, Daryl Dixon's such a cool Walking Dead character, just wait till you go see Boondock Saints and see his role there, because it blows Daryl Dixon out of the water.
I'm gonna hit you with a classic Rocks moment here.
Okay.
So staring at myself in the camera like a vain individual does, and so this is something that I've observed of myself in real life. Didn't realize that it was so blatantly obvious in the camera. If you look at this arm right here, it is the color of uncooked chicken.
I can't see it.
I know you can.
Okay.
You can see it in the video, and people watching can. This arm over here is about as tan as I have ever been in my life. Because I drive so much for work and one arm is up on the window, I have one tan arm and one that looks like uncooked chicken. What the hell?
You need to take a little vacay over in Europe and do some driving over there.
Genius.
Genius.
Absolute genius.
Just take your 6-month holiday over in the great UK. All right, Rox. That was a fun episode for as boring as most of the news was, other than Street Fighter.
Yeah.
Anyways, we are 10 days exactly from our, and well, when this releases, we'll be like a week from it. But we are 10 days exactly away from our 1-year anniversary stream, where we don't have the slightest clue what we're doing.
Listen, the last time I did a long stream, it was a 24-hour stream, and I made a whole ass graphic with like 17 different games and blocks and stuff that me and Easy E were gonna do, which we did. And it got like 1 like on Twitter after I spent like 6 hours on the design of the block, and then we had a consistent 2 viewers and only 1 donation. It was a charity stream, and that 1 donation was, of course, the legendary Cirrus from BMG. He donated $10.
All right, Cirrus. That's what I like to hear. So we're already gonna beat Cirrus because we got to donate some money on our own.
That's true.
Do you have a charity picked out?
Actually, I had a friend send me a charity that had nothing to do with our Brawlhalla shit. He sent it to me just a couple days ago. I'll have to take a look at it.
Cool.
It was some kind of, I think it might have been a St. Jude's thing, but
I typically always.
I've got a couple ideas though.
I don't know if I'm going to do it this time, but I typically always do Gamers Outreach anytime I donate. We'll see. I like what they do. But if you have any ideas, just drop them in the comments. If you have any ideas on what you want us to do, drop it in the comments. So far, obviously, we're going to finish out showdowns. We are going... Do you want to do the, like, For Honor series where we, like, pick a game that you're good at and we compete in it, and then pick a game I'm good at?
Yes.
Yeah. So we'll do another, like, separate, smaller donation for that. You're probably going to make me play Halo.
Of course.
I'll probably make you play Strive or something. And then maybe we... I know it's not, like, true neutral, but maybe Mage Quit. Mage Quit, but I'll play with mouse and keyboard.
Okay.
Because I typically play with controller, so maybe we do something like that.
Let me
figure
open
that
up
out.
Steam. Let's see what I got here. Oh, Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, you're smoked?
Yeah, you could make me play that. As long as it's not pay to win.
Destiny's not pay to win, but it's one of those, like, you have to grind and actually get good shit.
No, I think Halo's probably the move there. It's free.
Yeah.
And, like, you're going to have a distinct advantage. But, like, I'm not completely out of the water on that one. Same with Strive. Like, I haven't played Strive in who knows how long, but...
Doki Doki Literature Club speed run. 1v1.
We could probably, if, like, there's nothing else going on, you could make me play Okie Dokie Literature Club on stream.
Oh, my God.
Because it takes, what, probably 4 hours?
Oh, yep.
Yeah.
I think we may have found
So-
whenever we hit a lull.
Yep.
That's what we're doing.
I have it downloaded, so...
All right, well...
Yeah, if you have any other ideas, drop them below in the comments. If you're not on YouTube, get on YouTube, follow us, or subscribe to us, so we can get off of this fear clinic of Yu-Gi-Oh! Hyperlink. Like, Rox, if you want to keep it, I'm, like, okay with it.
I'm not keeping it because I want it. I'm keeping it because whenever we started a channel, I was like, well, let's start with one that has like 20 subs already from forever ago.
That's fair. It's just like I can't link it anywhere where the hyperlink shows up.
Once we hit 100, they're going to raise it to 150.
I know. I swear they raised it to 100 just because of us.
I don't know. I feel like 75 subs is a very arbitrary, like,
and
why would it be
that's
70?
why I thought it, because I'm like, I thought I saw that. I'm like, that's a weird number. All right, Rox, close this out.
This has been yet another episode of the Gravity Cancel Podcast. I don't think we ever said the episode number. I think this is episode 27.
27.
27. There we go. Also, just realized we've not been using our podcast stage in the Discord for the past 2 podcasts. So, don't join our Discord because you're never going to hear us live. Because
join our Discord so you can play with us when we
join
stream.
our Discord so you can play with us and talk to cool people like Loaf and Zesty.
Zesty. And occasionally Frog.
Frog stops in once a month just to be obscene.
Just to treat Zesty with his words of wisdom.
With just pure disdain, really. But join our Discord. Follow us on Twitter if you just want your following count to go up, because that's all you're going to get from it, because we don't really post on Twitter. But follow me on Twitter because I'm cool as hell. And then Spake Cakes also doesn't do anything on Twitter, so just block them. Just block them.
Yeah, please block me.
And subscribe to our YouTube channel. Just do it. Just listen. I am much like you. I've got like 50 YouTube channels I listen to all the time. You watch one video, you're like, all right, that's cool. You watch the next one, all right, that's cool. You watch the next one, all right, that's cool. YouTube suggests it every once in a while. And all those motherfuckers are always like, oh my God, please like, sub, peace. And you're like, no, fuck you. I'm not fucking subscribing. Why the fuck would I do that? Your shit pops up every time you post a video anyway, even though I'm not subbed. Just do it. Just, hey. This is the exception. Look me in the eyes here. I'm the exception. Spade Cakes is the exception.
Here's the difference. Here's the difference. Every time that subscriber count goes up, I get super hype, no matter where I'm at.
It's true.
And like, I check it. I'm like, I go to YouTube and I'm like, oh, did we get any new subscribers? It's like part of my morning ritual. I go check the Reddit. I go check the Discord. I go check the YouTube, and I'm like, no new subscribers. And then my day starts off sad. So don't make my day start off sad. Make my day start off happy, because I have enough sadness in my life. Please subscribe. All right, sorry to hijack the outro. Go ahead and finish this out.
And with that said, thank you for watching. Peace. I threw up a peace.
I did too.
No. Oh, we're basic. Oh shit. Fade to black. Fade to black.
Video.